Hello and welcome to Raju Notes channel, your pit stop for weekly current affairs updates. The updates tailor-made for students taking all kinds of competitive exams like UPSC, civils, defense and placement interviews. Please subscribe to the channel and stay updated every Sunday.
India and Pakistan this week exchanged a list of nuclear installation and facilities covered under the agreement on the prohibition of attack against nuclear installations and facilities between the two countries. External Affairs Ministry said the exchange took place through diplomatic channels simultaneously at New Delhi and Islamabad. The agreement, which was signed on 31st December 1988, provides that India and Pakistan inform each other of their nuclear installation and facilities to be covered under the agreement on the 1st of January every year. This is the 32nd consecutive exchange of such lists between the two countries. In Pakistan, Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan (TTP) has announced its government with a full cabinet, directly challenging Pakistan's sovereignty. TTP announced its new appointments, dividing the outfit into various ministries such as Defense, Judiciary, Information, Political Affairs, Economic Affairs, Education, a Fatwa Issuing Authority, Intelligence, and a Department of Construction. According to sources, the TTP has divided areas in its loose control or contested with Pakistan into two provinces. Last November, TTP formally withdrew its ceasefire agreement with Pakistan. Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, or the Student Movement of Pakistan, is an umbrella organization of various Islamist armed militant groups operating along the Afghanistan-Pakistan border. It is an alliance of militant network formed in 2007 to unify opposition against the Pakistani military. TTP's stated objectives are the expulsion of Islamabad's influence in the federally administrative tribal areas and the neighboring Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province in the Pakistan, and implementation of a strict interpretation of the Sharia through Pakistan. TTP leaders also publicly say that the group seeks to establish an Islamic caliphate in Pakistan that would require to overthrow the government of Pakistan. Nepal's newly appointed PM Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda on Sunday inaugurated an international airport built with Chinese assistance in the western Nepal's tourist hub of Pokhara. Nepal has signed $215 million soft loan agreement with China for the airport's construction. The Pokhara Regional International Airport is a flagship project under China's Belt and Road Initiative in Nepal. This is a cause of worry for India. Croatia switched from its kuna currency to the shared European currency, the euro, on 1st January 2023. It also removed dozens of border checkposts as it becomes the 20th member of the euro area and the 27th member of the passport-free Schengen zone. It is the season of new beginning, European Commission's President Ursula von der Leyen tweeted. The government will provide food grains for free to 81.35 crore beneficiaries under the National Food Security Act starting this week. Under the scheme, Antyodaya Anna Yojana AAY households and the Priority Household, that is PHH persons, will be given free food grains till December 2023. About 5 kg food grains will be allotted per month for the PHH person and 35 kgs per month for the AAY families. India has abstained on a resolution at the United Nations General Assembly that asked the International Court of Justice for its view on the legal consequences of Israel's prolonged occupation of the Palestine territory. The draft resolution was adopted with 87 votes in favor of 26 against. There were about 53 abstentions, including Brazil, Japan, Myanmar, France, apart from India. The Supreme Court this week upheld the decision taken by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government in 2016 to demonetize the currency notes of 500 and 1000 denominations. It dismissed a batch of petitions challenging the move, saying it cannot be reversed. It said the centre consulted with the RBI before implementation of the note ban. The power under Section 26(2) of RBI Act was used to demonetize whole series of banknotes. Government has said that more than 1,000 waterways are being constructed in the country, and it aims to make modern cruise ships sail in Indian rivers with substantial development of waterways. India's cruise tourism sector is all set to embark on a new grand journey. Prime Minister Narendra Modi stated while prime chairing the second meeting of National Ganga Council in Kolkata this week via a video conferencing. Mr. Modi announced that on 13th of this month, world's longest river cruise will sail from Kashi to reach Dibrugarh via Bangladesh, traveling 2,300 kilometers. During the meeting, the Prime Minister emphasized the importance of Jan Aldolan and public participation in cleanliness of the rivers. Taliban leader Ahmad Yasir took to Twitter to share pictures showing Pakistan surrendering to India in 1971 war. This is Afghanistan, the graveyard of proud empires. Do not think of military attack on us, otherwise there will be a shameful repetition of the military agreement with India, the Taliban leader wrote. This news broke the heart of many of the Pakistanis. The Ministry of Defense and the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, and all the three services have signed a memorandum of understandings with various stakeholders to facilitate a continued education of Agniveers while serving in the armed forces. Under these memorandum of understandings with the National Institute of Open Schools and Indira Gandhi International Open School, suitability, 12th class certificate and bachelor's degree certificate will be awarded to the Agniveers. In a video message, Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan said these memorandum of understandings or agreements would empower the serving Agniveers to get maximum benefit from their academic education and skill development. The Nepal Railway Company NRC that runs the Jayanagar Kurta Cross Border Railways had agreed to temporary arrangement with India's Konkan Railway Corporation Limited KRCL to continue operating the country's sole railway service. The sole railway service of Nepal has come into operation in April 2022 when it was jointly flagged off by Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It was considered a milestone in strengthening cross-border connectivity between Nepal and India. South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol has said that he would consider suspending a 2018 Inter-Korean military pact if North Korea violates its airspace again, a news agency reported, citing his press secretary. The pact was signed to prevent military confrontation on the Korean peninsula. Last week, North Korea sent 5 unmanned drones into South Korean airspace. Russia is sending more Arctic region crude oil to China and India at a steeper discounts after the European Union, G7 nation and Australia introduced a price cap on the Russian oil in December. Arctic crude exports to India have increased since May 2022 with 6.67 million barrels in November and 4.1 million barrels in December, as per the data. Centre has declared the Resistance Front (TRF) as a terrorist organization under the Unlawful Prevention Activities Act (UAPA). The TRF came into existence in 2019 as a proxy outfit of the Lashkar-e-Taiba and a proscribed terrorist organization. In a notification, the ministry said that the organization has been involved in carrying out propaganda on terror activities, recruitment of terrorists, infiltration of terrorists, and smuggling of weapons and narcotics from Pakistan into Jammu and Kashmir. The Resistance Front is also involved in psychological operations on social media platform for inciting people of Jammu and Kashmir to join the terrorist outfits against Indian state. The ministry said the commander of the Resistance Front, Sheikh Sajja Gul, has been designated as a terrorist. Russian President Vladimir Putin on Thursday ordered his defense minister to implement a ceasefire in Ukraine for 36 hours and on 6th and 7th January to allow Orthodox Christians to attend Christmas service, according to a statement from the Kremlin. Many Orthodox Christians celebrate Christmas on 7th January. Earlier on Thursday, Patriarch Kirill, the leader of Russian Orthodox Church and a vocal supporter of the war, had called for a temporary ceasefire. India will deploy a platoon of women peacekeepers in Hebei region as part of the Indian Battalion of the United Nations Interim Security Forces. The contingent, consisting of 2 officers and 25 other ranks, will be India's largest single unit of women peacekeepers in United Nations mission since India deployed the first ever all-women's contingent in Liberia in 2007. Taliban-led administration in Afghanistan has signed its first international contract with a Chinese firm to extract oil from Amu Darya Basin. The contract was signed by Acting Minister of Mines and Petroleum Sheikh Shahabuddin Dilawar, an official of Xinjiang Central Asian Petroleum and Gas Co. CAPEIC in capital of Kabul. The deal has been signed for 25 years.
Well, that's all, friends, for this week's updates. See you soon next Sunday on the same channel. Till then, take care. Bye bye.